Oh, we're back. I don't think I have played career mode for about 2.5 months. In fact, maybe even 3 months. Where are we now? We're in the end of July. I don't think I've played career since, I want to say, end of March, start of April. So I want to say welcome back, everyone. Even though it's probably only been like a week since my last video. But for me, it's been a while. I've been gone. I've done a nice, long, fun holiday over the last period of time. So I've really enjoyed that. So I'll tell you a bit about it today. As we get into all the other stuff that I guess I kind of missed while I was gone, like the T20 World Cup was probably the main one. Speaking of the T20 World Cup, this is obviously a one-day international game here that's at Great Barrier Reef Arena for whatever reason. We're going to win the toss here, bat first in this ODI. I don't actually know where I sit in the batting order, probably about 4 or 5. In fact, I am at number 4, and we're coming in at 2 for 18, 450s and a ton. I think there has been a couple of updates to the game since I last played it. At least one update, I assume. So we'll see if that makes it any better. 2 for 18 after 5. Major thing, I guess, since I departed, came back, was obviously there was a T20 World Cup. I did have a big series on that as well for when I was gone. So obviously that would not have been anywhere near close to the reality. Although I think I got one of the semi-finals right. It was India versus England. And then I think I had England actually winning that. So my final was Australia and England rather than India versus South Africa. Which ended up being the final there, which was actually such a wild final of cricket. Obviously, the South African team looked like they had it won before some unbelievably good bowling by Jasprit Bumrah, Hardik Pandya. Really just had India, find a way back into the game, and especially those Bumrah overs were terrific. And even Arshdeep, I think, was fantastic in that as well. I was actually watching it. It was like mid-afternoon in England when I was at the time, and gee, it was just some unbelievable bowling. Like, you just would not have read about it. But you'd watched it, and it was great. And obviously that does bring the end to the Kohli and Sharma era, especially in white ball cricket. For India, those guys are still playing Test cricket, I can't imagine, for too much longer. Obviously, they'll be touring Australia for the Border Gavaskar Trophy this year, which I'm so excited about this series. It's going to be unbelievably good. Australia and India, once again, always, lives up to expectation, never disappoints. It's always a cracking series, and hopefully we get another really good one again. Put it over this one. We'll tuck that away for the one, as our run rate needs to improve just a little bit. Oh, helmet, glove, bat, question marks, not out. Bishnoi on with the ball. Lots of comments I have been seeing, because I have still been checking the comments while I've been gone, has been that the difficulty in the career mode is too easy. And you know what I think it is? It's actually because I got really good, because I played the game so much over a short period of time to record so many videos while I was gone for holiday, that I actually just got quite good at it. Whereas now I obviously haven't played it for a while. I'm only going at, 8 from 11. So it's a slow going start. But there was a time there where I was honestly recording like 3 or 4 videos a day to make sure I had enough videos for when I was on holiday. So I think I got pretty good. There's another one. Ticking the scoreboard over here. 3 for 56. Mitch Marsh obviously is coming in a couple of boundaries. That's a good start. Oh, that's out. Unless it's going down leg. Not out, says the umpire. I very much thought this would have been given out, because I had a big swing right in front of what I thought was going to be middle stump. Impact was in line. Wickets over the top. Bit of extra bounce. Oh, that's nice. That's in the gap. Should be a 2. Couple of fielders miscommunication going on there. I'll tell you one thing I actually really enjoyed about having time off videos, and it was probably the longest time I've had off since I retired 4 years ago and came back, was I was actually able to just put the videos out there without too much concern about feedback and things, and the channel's obviously been able to steadily grow in my absence, even though I wasn't even really gone. From the point of view of videos were still coming out, so it doesn't seem like I'd even left. But it feels like I had a good little 6 months of momentum, and then obviously I think it slowed down a little bit while I was away. But now it gives me a good grounding to sort of go into the back end of this year, keep doing cricket stuff, but obviously gives me a great opportunity to do other stuff as well. Obviously we've got a little lull at the moment. The Olympics start this week. So there'll be obviously the women. Is there women's cricket at the Olympics? No, I was only at the Com Games. Cricket's in the next Olympics, I think. Not in this one. But obviously, yeah, the Olympics starts this week. There's going to be plenty of fun things to do around that. Whether I do anything for YouTube or so, don't know. But in terms of, it's just a good time to be in sport at the moment. And I think that, it is exciting times ahead. Obviously, as I've mentioned earlier on, we do have this Australia-India series later in the year. So, get excited for that. Oh, my bad. My bad, Mitchell. That's just such a me thing to do. I was the non-striker there and I still managed to run him out. Anyway, it's 4 for 68 after 13 overs. This is, of course, a one-day international, not a T20 game, so I don't need to be, at a crazy level of attack. And given, clearly, my form, I'm not currently hitting the middle of the ball. I feel like I've almost forgotten how to do this, like how to record a video and talk shit while I'm playing the game. Because it's been a couple of months since I last did that. That's a no ball, which means a free hit. As we have obviously now lost another wicket, which is terrible news. And that is Tim David, who is gone. We do actually need to work out here what we're going to do for these next 35 overs. Make it 6 down. Okay, well, do I just accelerate and risk getting myself out, or do I still play the percentages and survive? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, straight drive. Perfectly timed into the stumps. I think if we get to about 8 down, that's when I'll start to really swing for the fence. But at the moment, I'm probably not playing well enough to be able to just do that. If you did want to see any of my holiday adventures, by the way, it's all over my Instagram, plastered everywhere. Got a million posts about some of the places I went. I was all around the European countries. We had some interesting stops at various places, and then I once again I was back at the Wimbledon tennis event, working there for a second consecutive year. Here's my drink bottle. It's pretty it's pretty wrecked. I think it's from sunscreen. Everyone was saying that their bottles kind of got like that. The players got the same ones as well, but it was really cool. They actually gave them to us this year, so very excited by that one. Here's a nice little water bottle, and at least a nice little innings here by Ashton Agar. No, we won't run that. Who is currently 12 from 14. It's 6 for 94. Oh, lovely shot. There it is. The first one of significance over the boundary rope. It brings up the 100 for the team. And it is a big 6. The spinners bowled like 6 overs. 1 for 28. 6 for 107 after 22. So if me and Agar can just build some sort of partnership, that'd be terrific. Another one here. And this is what I mean about difficulty is such a perceptive thing. Because it just depends on the game scenario you put in, the way the bowlers are bowling. Sometimes things can look really easy because they can feel really easy. You can be really good on a certain day. You can be really crap on a certain day. Today is one of those ones where this is a difficult innings. Still the same difficulty as it always is, but it just looks like a more difficult innings because the scenario is much more challenging than I'm put under. So it does annoy me a lot when I guess people are like, difficulty. It's like, well, mate, sometimes it is easy. Sometimes it's not easy. Yep. On this, here's another straight drive. Probably just the 2 down the ground. Oh, could be a boundary, this. Slapped back by the fielder in the deep. Nice little tag team job. Keeps it to 2. Oh, mate. Another full toss. Another one we've missed out on. Big high fives all round. It's off the toe. It's a really good catch. I'm out for 41. It's 7 for 119. And the team is all out for 160. It's not looking good, is it? Patakal's in. Oh, I need a slip in. That's the number 1 comment I've actually got. He's put a slip in. That's in the air. Might be out. In fact, it's 6. But I tell you what happens is every time I got a slip in, they don't nick it. Oh! It's dropped on. Well, there you go. He did nick it. Just an inside edge. It's the end of Devdutt Padikkal. He's out for 29, 2 for 77. I thought this tour was in India, by the way, not in Australia. That's in the air, should be out as well. 2 in the over. 6 runs coming from it. Have we just started to get us back in the game here somehow? It's a terrible shot from Kumar Reddy. He picked out the man in the deep. We still need to take about 7 for 78. I mean, if we were to pull this victory off, that would be almost T20 World Cup final-esque of us, given the position that India are in this match, needing to win, having so much time in the game. Run rate, obviously, not a factor. But the wickets, if we can just sneak through another 1 or 2 in the next 20-odd runs, would really make a difference. Got the ball back. 3 wickets in hand, 11 runs needed. Can we pull off something crazy? That's a nice bit of fielding. Oh, it strikes him on the pad. How close is it? It's given! 2 wickets in hand, still 11 to go. Big wicket. Is it going to slide down? You almost have to send it upstairs, but they're not going to. Yeah, it's definitely crashing in a leg stump, I would have thought. Reggie McDowell out for 2. It's 8 for 151. It hit in line, and the wickets were umpires called. Geez, very close. Actually was almost sliding down there. Geez, it's a coat of paint that it's actually hitting the stumps by in the end. Thinking that's maybe where they were going to get the singles. That's in the gap. That's beautifully swept. That's 4. Scores are level. 1 to win now. Have to bring everyone in. Everyone right in close. Edged, and it's going to be the game. A little outside tickle. India are going to win it by 2 wickets. Pretty fun game in the end, considering the circumstances. India, 2-wicket win. Start off the one-day series with the dub. And I am your player of the game somehow for doing some things. It's a bit disappointing because the guy said I was great, but then we knew we lost. Unless the interviewer was doing his job properly. Should have been Parag maybe for his 64, getting India the job, or we win player of the game. You take those, you get that on the big jobs, and we'll proceed to the next one-day international. All right, let's try this second one-day international. Looks like it's a much more high-scoring affair. There's more runs. India on track for around about 300 plus, you would think. 5 down, 217 on the board, 13 overs to go. Run rate just under 6. You can accelerate that in the final 10, especially with 5 wickets in the shed if we don't manage to get a couple more. So you'd think about 300. Padikkal there looking for about 100 runs, almost at a run a ball that he is tracking at the moment. If I can just pick up a wicket or 2 this point in the innings, it would be all right. Otherwise, we phase through Lomraw there, and we hope that we can then work it out when we do get the bat in hand. This is not a good start. Padikkal to 99. Oh, he's got him. A little chop on as he comes down the crease. I think that's how I got him out in the last innings as well. 6 for 263. Edged and out, I think. It is. Beautifully taken. That's why we need a slip in every now and then. Nice little outside edge. Nice little low catch from Cam Green. 7 for 267. That's not out, surely. Oh my goodness, how many things has that hit along the way? Regardless, it's a wicket. It's a strange one. On the replay, hits it into his head, onto the arm. Philippe starts making the move, and then it gets stuck in his pad for half a second, which allows Philippe to take the catch before it hits the ground. Unbelievable. I've been going at 10 runs and over, by the way. Quite ridiculously. This could be another wicket. I'm going to send it upstairs. Or possibly turning too much. Jeez, look at the side spin on this wrong'un. Unbelievable. Alright, so welcome to the chase, everyone. We're 2 for 102, needing 3-2-9 to win. We start off with a 6. So obviously, India finished off their innings quite strongly. We've got to start ours off pretty strongly here. If we do have a good partnership here with Cameron Green, we will be able to start flying towards this target, I imagine. Much better batting wicket than we've seen in the previous game. Oh no, bowled. Well, that's what happens when you talk a bit of smack. Try to play it down the offside. Ends up hitting the top of my off stump. It's 3 for 115. And Australia bowled out for 188. Man's got a bit of a bald patch top of his head. And look, we've lost. We have lost this one-day series against the Indians. Already down 2-0. Game 3 coming up for you right about now. I can't believe that that's happened. We're back here, game number 3. Didn't really bowl all that much. India on the toss elected to bat, made 287 on the board. So we need, what, 213 from here on in. 2 wickets down at the current moment in order to win this game. That's through the gap. And that's going to be 4. That's a risky shot, because that's the shot that got me out in game 2. Oh, and again. That dangerous line. Yep, lovely shot. Should be 4, should be 6. All the way. Oh, and yes, another big 6. This time over long on. In the air and out. Just silly that. Silly that. Couple of disappointing innings in this series. And once again, Australia, are they going to go on and win? They are actually going to get a win. A little consolation prize to finish off the series. So Australia with a 3-wicket win, finishing off the series. I guess with a good result. Not the best sort of a series that we've had in our time. But it does mean we do end up that series 2-1 down. We now have 3 T20s up against India before we head to the 100. And then I think it's the Ashes, but there's been nothing confirmed just yet. So, good sort of start to get us into that really, really short form stuff. Thanks for watching today's return video. Not sure if it was any good or not, because I haven't done this for a while. So let me know in the comments if I'm still good at this, or if I've got to work out what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.